Hello, everyone. Today we're talking about healthy eating. Let's get started with 14 ideas, tips, and things that you need to help you get your family eating better. And at the start of the school year, it's something you want to encourage because healthy food is brain power. So these tips will help you get your family on a healthier track to eating right. Okay, first of all, why do we want to eat right? Why is there all this information about eating right? Number one, when you eat right, there is less chance for disease and illness and sickness. We don't want our kids missing school because they're sick. If they eat healthy, it keeps their body healthier. Absolutely helps against obesity. Childhood obesity is at all-time highs. Over 9 million kids are obese. This generation of kids are the first generation that will not outlive their parents. That's a horrible statistic. And those diseases that are normally adult diseases are all showing up in kids. The diabetes, the heart problems, all these things that are associated with adults are now showing up in kids because of the obesity epidemic. And the only way you're going to solve it is to start eating better for you and your children. We get a lot more energy when we eat well. When we eat well, we are full of energy. It's providing all the nutrients we need. It's getting our brain powered, our body powered, our muscles powered, our blood moving and grooving. So we have lots of energy. And don't you want your kids to have energy to pull them through a whole day at school? They need to have that energy to stay focused, to learn better, for their brain to work better, so they're not so tired all the time. All of this comes with eating better. You eat less when you eat better because the foods are more rich in fiber, so it fills faster. You save money. I know a lot of people think eating better means costing a lot of money, but it doesn't. It doesn't have to mean that at all. There are stores and there are places where you can eat great for less. And when you think about it, all the frozen foods, the fast foods, every time you charge through one of those restaurants, you spend a lot of money added up each week. Eating better in the long run is better for everyone. Body, mind, soul, all around much better for you and your kids. So let's start talking about how you can do it. Number two, think of your children as your garden, okay? You have all these seeds planted. Those would be your children. And what do you do with flowers? You water them. They should be drinking a lot of water. You should be drinking a lot of water. This is my water cup. It's gigantic. I can't tell you how many times I fill it a day, 10, 12, I don't even know, because I drink water all the time. And if you watch my broadcast, you know I drink water all the time. So you want to feed your flowers with nutritious food. You're not going to throw grease on your flowers you're trying to grow. You're not going to throw a whole bunch of garbage on your flowers. You're going to give them good plant food. And you're going to give them lots of water. Same with your kids. Good, nutritious food, lots of water. It's really a very simple recipe. Educate yourself. And while you're educating yourself, educate your family. Hi, Candace. Educate your kids. Take them food shopping. Teach them that the perimeter of the food store is where the healthier foods are. Let them learn about food labels. Teach them what's on a food label. The calories from fat, the sodium, the sugars, the vitamins, the nutrients, all that's contained on a food label. Teach them. Take them shopping and see if they can read food labels. Here's a fun little game. If you go take them shopping, pick a color when you go. Each child can pick a color and they can choose a fruit or vegetable in that color that they haven't tried yet. They can buy it and try it at home. Okay. Be an example. Guys, if you're eating garbage, your kids are eating garbage. If you're sitting in front of the TV with a bag of potato chips, your kids are sitting in front of a TV with a bag of potato chips. It's not fun. You wind up being sluggish and drowsy and droopy and mopey. We don't want to be that way. We want to be excited and having a good time. Eat breakfast. I believe everybody should eat breakfast every day. It powers your brain. It powers your body. Eat breakfast. And guys, if you're commenting, oh, Candace, hi, fed my daughter cold hot dogs for breakfast, but I will make it up for dinner. It's okay. You know what? You can feed meat for breakfast. Cold hot dogs, you may think they're terrible. They are a little high in fat, depending on the hot dog, but they're high in protein and they supercharge that brain. You know, protein is great for kids in the morning. It gets the brain moving. Breakfast, if you break it into the two words, means break fast. Your body has been asleep. Your blood has been resting. Your organs have been resting. Everything's in resting mode. Your brain has been resting. How do you start a car? How do you get a car going? You put in fuel. Your body needs to get going in the morning. Put in fuel. Your fuel is your food. And put in good food so that it can feel good for longer. Eat protein in the morning. It will fuel it for longer. Grab and go. You know, sometimes as well as we plan our mornings out, we get a little, hectic sometimes. It doesn't go as smoothly as planned. So put some grab and go stuff in your fridge. Hard boiled eggs. Buy 2 dozen eggs when you go to the store and hard boil one of them. Eggs are great snacks, great grab and go, great meals, great for everything. Have cut up celery, cut up carrots, cut up broccoli, fruits, vegetables that are easy to grab and go. You can even put them in little sandwich Ziploc bags. So if you're running out, you can grab a peeled egg and you can grab a bag of grapes, head into the car and eat. You can make trail mix out of nuts and seeds, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, peanuts, cashews, almonds, all good food for you. Raisins, dried cranberries, other dried fruit, and make a big trail mix bag that you can keep in the car. The heat won't affect it. Okay, keep meals simple. Keep it simple, guys. You don't have to be a gourmet cook to feed your family. First of all, your child's tongue has 9 gazillion more taste buds than yours does. So if you season something too much, they may not like it. They really taste what food tastes like. And when you lessen the season, get rid of the tons of salt, you can actually taste the food. So keep it simple. Your food, your dinner can consist of some baked chicken, green beans, and some brown rice. Keep it simple. You don't have to be a gourmet chef, and those things cook quickly. They all cook quickly. Fish, some pasta, and maybe some, broccoli. It doesn't have to be a gourmet meal. Fish cooks in a second in the microwave, or you can bake it. Cooks fast, 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 and it's full of omega-3s. Super good for you. Okay, number 8. Let kids help you. Let them plan meals with you, let them go shopping, and let them cook. Kids are much more likely to eat what they have prepared, so let them help. Number 9, don't buy the garbage. You're out there shopping. If you don't want your kids to eat garbage, if you don't want to eat garbage, don't buy it. If it's in your house, it's going to get eaten. So opt it off of your shopping list. You don't have to have chips. You don't have to have candy. You don't have to have those things in your house all the time. When you make your kids' lunches, choose something different. Get a little container for hummus and some cut up celery for something crunchy. Pretzels are baked. They can have pretzels. That's fine. And they can have it with a dip. Kids love a dip. Think of dipsticks you can have that they can have that they can, dip veggies in to eat more veggies and more fruits. And you can pack them easy for lunch. Ziploc bags, the dip can go in a small container. You can get some small containers at the dollar store for camp. I just bought 20 small containers for my project at camp. They're little square containers, good secure snap-on lids. Those would be perfect for dips, and they were $1 for 10 of them at the dollar store. Okay, so don't bring the garbage into your house. If you don't want to eat it, you don't want your kids to eat it. Sometimes my parents will say to me, well, all they eat is chips and French fries and stuff. Well, why is it in your house? They're not going to starve themselves, guys. Your children will not starve themselves. They will wind up picking something different. Okay, number 10, eat dinner together. When you eat together, you can make one nice, easy, healthy meal. It opens up bridges of communication. You can talk about your day. When you talk while you're eating, it slows the flow of food into your mouth. If you have a pickier eater at home, put a little smorgasbord in the middle of your dinner. Don't make additional dinners. Don't be a short order cook. But if you put like 3 cups of things, maybe a little bowl of grapes and a bowl of carrots and maybe a little bowl of chopped up broccoli or something that people can just pick at and add to their meal. And don't make a big deal out of it. Just put it there. And you take some. And then once they see you take some, they'll know they can take some. Just let them add it to their meal, and it's still good food, and it's not going to affect a meal that they're eating. If they choose not to eat a vegetable that you cooked, maybe they'll grab a carrot and a little piece of broccoli. And you can put a little dip in there. Put a little hummus on the table. They can dip a little too. Make things a game. Kids love to have fun. And if you make it fun, it will help it get done. Okay, so make it a game. We have the food game where you get 4 lunch bags of 4 lunch bags, and you label them proteins, grains, fruits, vegetables. Get a pad of paper. Everybody comes up with 3 ideas of what to put in the lunch bags. Put those ideas from everybody in each bag, and everyone gets a turn to pull out a meal. 1 slip of paper from each bag. Hamburgers, broccoli, carrots, bananas, whatever your meal choices are. We didn't really get a grain in there, but you know what I mean. I told you about the color game when you go food shopping. You can even play a card game. You guys can draw up flashcards. What's better to eat? And you can hold something up. Is a hamburger from McDonald's better to eat? Or is a hamburger made at home better to eat? That's a great comparison because you can talk about what the difference is. I use a better roll. I use better bread. I use better quality meat. I don't fry it. I grill it so it's not packed with all the grease. That's a great thing to learn. And that brings us on to number 12, which is figure out ways to make your kids' favorites healthier. Kids love to make their own pizza. Go to the store, get a whole grain pizza crust, low sodium tomato sauce, and pick out toppings. Grilled chicken that you can grill yourself. Maybe you like mushrooms on your pizza. Maybe you like onions. Maybe kids like shaved carrots, whatever. Let them top the pizza how they want. You can even make a pizza and let them top them themselves and put toppings in a bowl and let them top it at the dinner table. You can make things like homemade tacos with corn tortillas and lettuce and tomato and onion and ground beef and mushrooms and cheese and sour, whatever it is you put on your tacos. Kids love to put food together and make it themselves. Baked potatoes topped with broccoli, onions, cheese, all kinds of things you can do. Nice cream. You know how to make nice cream? Freeze your bananas. Peel them first. How to make nice cream. You freeze your bananas. Peel them first. Peel them first. First time I didn't peel my bananas. It was horrible. Peel your bananas. Then freeze the bananas. Then put them in a blender or food processor with a half a cup of almond milk. Whip it up, and it makes the most delicious, healthy ice cream. You can top it with your favorite crushed almonds, Jimmy's, that's what we call them in Baltimore. They're sprinkles, a little bit, they're candy. But, just a little bit isn't going to hurt anybody, and it makes it fun. Anyway, so you can do all kinds of cool stuff. Number 13, I just want to tell you a little bit about what refined foods are and fortified foods, processed foods. So, when they process, let's take a white bread that's been processed, but it says it's fortified with vitamins and nutrients and whatever. That's because when they're making the white bread, they're taking all the nutrients and vitamins out of the grain as they process it. So they have to put it back in. So you want it back in, you want to start with the original product with all the original nutrients and proteins. That's why you want a whole grain bread. You don't want the shell peeled from the grain and thrown away, because that's where all the good stuff is. When they process sugar, they clean it out. It's processed, it's machined, it's made to be something. It's a mechanical sugar. Don't use those kind of things. They're so bad for you, and they're so bad for your kids. If you want a sweetener, stevia, only real plant source sweetener. You can get even maple syrup. Maple syrup comes straight from the tree. Don't get it refined. Raw honey, stuff like that comes straight from nature. Don't get it refined. Don't get it, so that it's a processed stuff like that. That's taken all the good stuff out. And 14 is a couple of interesting ways you can add veggies to your food, because I get a lot of my kids won't touch a vegetable. Let me tell you how I make tuna fish. And tuna fish is one of those really good foods. They're great for lunches, lots of omega-3s. And I make my tuna. Do you know those, I should have brought it in to show you, but they're choppers, and you just pump them. Pump, 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 pump. They're awesome. Okay? So I have the chopper. I put in an onion, I put in carrots, and I put in celery. And you can add more things if you want. I chop them really fine. I mix them with the tuna, and I'm telling you, my grandkids love it. But if I sat them down with carrots, onions, and celery, do you think they'd eat it? No, they would probably make a face, but it's all blended in. You can do the same thing with all kinds of vegetables, mushrooms, peppers, and you can blend it into a spaghetti sauce or a pizza sauce that you're having on pizza. Tomato sauce, make sure they're low in sodium, because tomato sauces can get really high in sodium. But you can mash things like that and blend in those vegetables, and the kids will eat it because it's delicious. Toppings for your pizzas, like we discussed, your tacos, your potatoes, fajitas, grilled vegetables. You can make shish kebab on the grill. So you put a piece of meat, an onion, a green pepper, a tomato. What else would you like on it? Whatever else you'd like. A mushroom. And then repeat. Number 1, it teaches sequencing to your children. And sequencing is the first introduction to mathematics for little kids. So you've got chicken, onion, tomato, pepper, mushroom. Chicken, onion, tomato, pepper, mushroom. Chicken, onion. What comes next, honey? Tomato. That's sequencing. Okay? And that's their first introduction to math. So you're doing a little education while you're making these yummy shish kebabs. Put them on the grill. They're so fun. The kids can make them and eat them, cook them. They're great. They're great fun for everyone. So guys, I hope you got some value from this. And I hope it gives you some more ideas of how to eat healthy on a budget, because it doesn't cost a lot. I'll give a plug for one of my favorite stores. That's Aldi's, ALDI, fabulous food. They have all kinds of different foods, regular foods, organic foods, gluten-free foods, whatever your diet asks, and it is really affordably priced. If you haven't tried them and you have one near you, try it. For your next shop, you'll be pleasantly surprised. So that's what I got for you today, guys. I hope it helps you with getting your kids eating healthier for this school year. Let me know if you have any questions. Reach out to me. I'm here to help you. You can always get a free hour consultation for any parenting help you want. We can work one-on-one together. Fill out the coaching form on CeliaKibler.com.